She then causes a distraction by pulling Junior aside, which gives Barbie just enough time to move the unconscious Julia into an ambulance. Junior figures out what's going on and calls Linda. Barbie tells Angie to drive the ambulance away while he stays behind to deal with the cops. The plan works. Angie escapes with Julia and uses a police radio she grabbed to listen in on their search. Linda confronts Barbie, and with a little help from Phil who knocks him out, Barbie is arrested. Elsewhere, Nori and Joe move the egg to their friend Ben's house, which the search party has already checked. They know the barn is too risky now that Jim is looking for it. Ben agrees to hide the egg in his room. A little while later, Jim and his crew show up at the barn, but Carolyn stands in their way. She argues that they can't legally search the place without the owner there, but Jim doesn't care about rules. He has his men grab her. When Joe and Nori arrive, they get grabbed too. But when Jim bursts into the barn, he's furious to find it empty. He demands the kids tell him where the egg is, but they pretend they don't know. So, he has them arrested and thrown in jail, planning to force the information out of them later. He needs to make sure the dome doesn't come down before he can get rid of everyone who knows the truth, like Julia and Barbie. In their jail cell, Joe and Nori try to come up with an escape plan. Jim comes in and threatens them again for the egg's location. Nori bravely calls him a coward, which makes him so mad that he steps into her cell. She tries to stab him with a hidden shiv, but he easily dodges it. He gives them one last chance to talk before storming out. Linda brings Barbie to the station and locks him in a cell, chaining his hands. A nervous Jim asks her if Julia was awake when she was taken, but Linda doesn't know. Over at Ben's house, the egg starts making a high-pitched, screaming noise that gives him a massive headache. He desperately wraps it in a bunch of blankets, hoping Joe comes back soon. In the next scene, Jim confronts Barbie in his cell and demands he confess to all the murders. He threatens the lives of Joe, Nori, and Julia, forcing a reluctant Barbie to agree. Because of this, Joe and Nori are set free. Jim tells Linda to tail them, guessing correctly that they'll lead her right to the mini-dome. Afterwards, Junior questions his dad, thinking it's weird that he's so obsessed with being the first to talk to Julia. Jim lies and says Barbie has already confessed to everything. This makes Junior believe his dad really is just trying to protect Julia, and his trust is restored. Somewhere else, Julia wakes up and immediately says that Max was the one who shot her. Realizing Jim is framing Barbie, she knows she has to get the truth out to everyone. Joe, Nori, and Carolyn get to Ben's house and hear the piercing sound from the egg. They see it glowing and shaking. Linda, who followed them, also sees the egg. Carolyn tries to reason with her, but Linda won't listen. Suddenly, the chrysalis opens and the Monarch butterfly comes out, but it's weak and looks trapped. Outside the police station, a crowd gathers to hear Barbie's public confession. But when he's told to speak, he looks right at Jim and pleads not guilty. An enraged Jim drags him back inside. Back at Ben's house, the mini-dome starts to turn black and the butterfly collapses. At the exact same time, the giant dome over the town also turns black, plunging Chester's mill into darkness in the middle of the day. Linda, still not trusting the kids, touches the mini-dome and gets violently thrown against a wall, which gives the others a chance to escape with the egg. Junior shows up at that exact moment and helps them get away. Meanwhile, Julia makes her way to the now empty police station and frees Barbie. Phil tries to stop them, but Barbie, even with his hands tied, is able to take him down. As they escape, Joe calls them on the police radio and tells them to meet at a secret place only Angie knows. Jim and Linda hear the message but have no idea where that is. A little while later, the four chosen ones, Barbie and Julia, all meet at the cement factory. Junior tries to attack Barbie, but is stopped when everyone reminds him that Barbie might be the Monarch. Julia confirms to Junior that Barbie didn't shoot her, and the group tries to make him see what his father really is, but Junior is too blinded by love and trust to believe them. After their tense talk, the four chosen ones touch the mini-dome together. It dissolves into dust. The butterfly, which looked dead, comes back to life and starts flying around Barbie, making everyone think he really is the Monarch. This is immediately followed by a violent earthquake.